We are Georgia and David. We quit our jobs in early 2022 to travel full-time with our 14-year-old Sheltie Poo. During our 28-day stay in San Miguel de Allende, we ate at 8 different rooftop restaurants. We rated them on views, cocktails, food, value, and vibes. Stick around to the end to find out which ones we think are worth visiting. Our first rooftop was Trazo 1810. The views from this restaurant were amazing, as it's only a couple blocks away from the parroquia. There are 360-degree views, and you can see a couple of other churches as well. We started our meal with a cocktail, a smoked old-fashioned. The presentation was very cool, and it was one of the best cocktails we had in San Miguel. They sent out an amuse-bouche and fresh baked bread with lavender butter before our main course. We both ordered the beef Wellington, which was good, but the highlight of this restaurant was the view.
We are at Unica, which is another rooftop restaurant or a terraza. And last night we went to 1810. I will say that the view at 1810 is much better and the drinks were amazing there. Here the drinks were very good, but the service was spectacular and the food was amazing. We actually got appetizer, entree, and dessert, which we very rarely do, but there were just so many things in the menu that we couldn't resist trying. We started out with the tacos Patron. They had beef fillet and bone marrow on a handmade bicolor tortilla. They were probably the best tacos we had the entire time we were in San Miguel. Next, we both got the ribeye, which of course was delicious, perfectly cooked, and perfectly seasoned. For dessert, we ordered the Cor de Leon, which was a gluten-free chocolate cake with chocolate mousse and chocolate sauce. And while the presentation was super impressive, it was too sweet for me to eat. So for food alone, this place is spectacular, and I can't complain about the view either.
Next up was Bani. It was a little further away from the main parroquia, but the views were still pretty good. We really enjoyed the laid-back local vibe of this restaurant. We ordered the Camarón Aguas Chiles and Salmon Tostadas, both of which were very tasty. Georgia enjoyed a strawberry mezcalita, and I had an old-fashioned. For dessert, we had their take on churros, which were delicious. It's worth noting this is the only rooftop we visited a second time during our stay.
Now we are headed to another rooftop dinner. This time we're hoping to get into Luna. They said the only way you can make reservations is on Open Table.
And it didn't work.
We called, we emailed, they said you gotta use Open Table. Well, Open Table doesn't work. It says they have no reservations from now until forever.
Yeah.
So they said other than that, it's first come, first serve seating. So we're gonna see if we can get a table. It is Friday night, so crossing our fingers. Yep. So let's see how Luna stacks up. The view from Luna was impressive, but it was so far away from the churches and cathedrals that you couldn't really get any great pictures. We started the evening off with 2 cocktails. David's Dos Agaves cocktail was the winner. Then we got the suckling pig tacos with green salsa. They were okay and honestly a bit underwhelming when compared to Unica's tacos. The real showstopper of the evening was our amazing ribeyes. Perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned, and definitely the best piece of meat we had while we were in San Miguel. Finally, we ordered the churros, which came with chocolate sauce and a Bailey sauce, and our waiter was nice enough to jazz it up for our anniversary. Luna was absolutely excellent. I'm really glad that we saved it for our anniversary dinner. The service was really good. The view was beautiful, but most importantly, the food was spectacular. It was very pricey, but we did splurge and get a really nice bottle of wine as well. Tonight, we are getting ready to go to Atrio, which is yet another rooftop. The menu looks really good. There is a duck en l'orange and an Asian slow-cooked pork that both look really good. So hopefully at least one of those will be available.
Fingers crossed. Depending where you're sat at Atrio, you could have a great view of the parroquia. Unfortunately, we were sat next to the bar where objects block this view. We both ordered the tamarind ginger mezcal cocktail, and we both found it a little too sweet. We both got the dish we wanted, Georgia the duck à l'orange, and I got the Asian pork dish. Both were absolutely delicious. Our waitress talked me into trying a banana cheesecake for dessert. We both took one bite and decided not to continue.
And now we are headed off to dinner. Where are we going?
We're going to a rooftop restaurant called Rafeala. They have tacos, pizza, wings, and cocktails. It's a little closer to our Airbnb. and the prices are a little cheaper.
Yeah, since it's a few streets back from the main cathedral, the prices are a little lower and the atmosphere is a little bit more relaxed. We've noticed that a lot of the restaurants here are quite fancy, a little fancier than we're feeling today. We started out the evening with cocktails. They had a watermelon mezcal special drink on the menu that evening, which I got, and David got the pineapple mezcal. The view from Rafeala is a bit obstructed, but pretty nonetheless. Long after the cocktails were gone, our Arranchera pizza arrived, which was quite good. We washed it down with Negro Modelos. The pizza last night was really good. The only thing is that it took about an hour to come out. They apologized. They said they have a small pizza oven, and there was a large group that had also ordered a bunch of pizzas, but they did give us our beers for free, so that was nice, and the pizza was worth the wait. Tonight, we are headed to another rooftop.
Called Quince. It's another rooftop restaurant, and they have ceviches and sushi, which we haven't had sushi in Mexico yet. So that should be pretty interesting.
At Quince, we ordered 4 different sushi rolls along with their fried rice. Everything was absolutely delicious, and they even had little half bottles of sake. We also ordered the horchata carajillos, which were by far our favorite cocktails we had in San Miguel de Allende. Our waitress asked us if we were celebrating anything, and we let her know that our anniversary was a couple days ago, and to our surprise, this is what followed.
Happy anniversary! Gracias. Congratulations!
Well, our dinner the other night was amazing, and it didn't end up being as expensive as I thought. The sushi rolls were delicious, and they were very filling. We had a great meal. The carajillos, which are like a coffee alcoholic beverage at the end, were super delicious.
Made with horchata.
Yeah, really good. And then they also had an electric violin player. They had a tightrope walker. It was just really great. So I think the rumors are true. It might be the best rooftop in San Miguel. But we have one more to go to. Where are we going tonight?
Azotea.
We've heard that the jicama tacos as well as the tamarind margaritas are delicious. So we're going to go see for ourselves, hopefully. Because right now, the sky is looking rather dark. So rooftops aren't really fun to eat at when it is raining. So hopefully the rain holds off or moves on to another town.
We started our night at Azotea with a couple of cocktails. Georgia got the tamarind margarita, which she said was too sweet, and I had the tropical mezcal, which I liked aside from it being served in a bowl. We heard the thing to order was the jicama shrimp tacos. They certainly didn't disappoint. We even ordered a second round of them. We also had the tuna tostadas, which were a little strange, the salmon ceviche, which was amazing, and some tasty Arranchera tacos. We finished up the evening with espresso martinis. As for the view, to the left of our table was nice, but the view of the parroquia was mostly blocked by a wall.
For the category of view, we have to give it to 1810 for its 360-degree views. Atrio comes in second if you get the right table. The best cocktail we had was hands down the horchata carajillo at Quince. Second place was the smoked old-fashioned at 1810. For food, Quince's sushi did not disappoint. We enjoyed every bite. Luna's steak was super impressive though. For value, we have to give it to Bonnie. Quince comes in a close second. It was very fancy and reasonable for what we got. Lastly, in the category of vibes, we have to give it to Bonnie. It was laid back, but not too laid back. Azotea would come in second for vibes with a relaxed tapas bar. Overall, if you're only going to visit 2 rooftops, Quince and Bonnie are absolute do not miss while you're in San Miguel. 1810, Luna, and Unica, we enjoyed them all. Azotea, Atrio, and Rafeala would round out our bottom choices.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. We plan on putting out more content as we travel around Mexico. Nos vemos.